Cowabunga dudes and dudettes, this is Anthony, aka Batbomb82, and it's that time again for another Mezco 2022. And this time we're actually going back to actual conventions for San Diego Comic-Con, which is really cool. And how good does it feel to actually be back at conventions? Oh my god, I love them and miss them so much. And yeah, I've enjoyed the whole online conventions that we've been getting over the past couple years, but it feels really good going back out there. Now, sadly, I couldn't make it to SDCC, as to be honest, I'm not a big fan of going to SDCC anymore. It's a little too big for my britches these days, but I do love some of the more smaller conventions. But still, checking all the cool stuff from Mezco is really exciting. One of my favorite brands, one of my favorite lines. So let's check out everything we saw from this year's Mezco. Now, the first thing that we got, we were able to order the new SDCC exclusive, being the Krig 13, the Eradicator Hornet. Now, this thing is pretty cool. I know the Krig get a lot of hate for some reason. I actually really like the Krig. I think they're really cool designs. I have all four of the basic colors, of which I think are awesome. But then Mezco came out with this little video showing where the Krig 13, the Black Krig, killed the Murder Hornets and basically absorbed their abilities, which is kind of weird. To be honest, this kind of seems like a cash grab because it initially is just a Murder Hornet painted black to look like the standard Black Krig. So you got things like the black helmet, the black wings, you even have the black shield, and the black holster around the right leg, which is basically the parts from the Murder Hornet. So again, it initially is, if you have the Murder Hornet, you know exactly what to expect. It's just in black to look like the Black Krig. To be honest, again, this was kind of lazy in my opinion, but at the same time, does make for the perfect exclusive. I always like when there's exclusives that I don't absolutely need for my collection. Things like this I can easily pass on and not feel bad about it. Maybe if I get a little FOMO, I might try to track it later down the line, but it's nothing like, oh my god, I have to have that. And I would have been, honestly, I think a lot of us would have been more upset if it was a completely new character, something really cool that none of us had. And then that would have been a pain in the butt to track down. I think that would have been a way bigger issue. So this one, I don't mind it for what it is. Again, in my opinion, it is the perfect exclusive. Something that, again, I personally don't mind missing out on. So for the first official reveal, we get a new 5 points XL Godzilla versus Mechagodzilla and King Caesar, however you pronounce the name, I really don't remember. But these are great, man. I personally love Godzilla. I grew up on those movies. I had a ton of them on VHS. And then in this style, the 5 point style, I think Mezco does the best compared to all these other companies. The sculpt and the paint apps are so beautifully detailed for these types of figures. It's kind of insane. I do have several of these on pre-order, and just seeing things like that Mechagodzilla, and Mechagodzilla is my favorite kaiju pretty much of all time. So I love seeing how that things look with that blast eye effect coming out. All three figures look amazing. Granted, this isn't going to be for everybody if you're not into this style. I totally get that. If you're not into Godzilla, you're not even going to care about these. But for someone like me who loves this kind of thing, I think they look really good. And for me, I'm definitely picking these up for my collection. Next, we do get a reveal of the new MDS Megascale figure, that being of the more modern Pennywise from the newest It movies. Now, this thing is crazy scary, man. Those eyes are just terrifying, you know, ever so slightly looking in opposite directions, which is always creepy. And the smile with all those gnarly teeth, I mean, that is crazy. This thing looks awesome. The colors and the sculpt all look beautifully done, with the soft goods for the wardrobe looking really nice. And this does have sounds, so it's probably gonna, you know, have his laugh, maybe some sayings from the film. I'm not really sure, but this thing is really creepy. And I'm not a big horror guy myself. I don't really collect a whole lot of horror things, but if you do love Pennywise and just love horror in general, I think this is something you would definitely love for your collection. Now, one of my favorite reveals of the weekend, we're actually getting a black suit Superman figure for the 112 Collective line. Holy crap, this is something that a lot of us have been asking for a very long time. And the suit itself does look like it's more comic book accurate, where a lot of times Mezco-fies their things, so I don't know how much Mezcofication we're going to get for this particular figure. Again, from what we're seeing here, it does look more like it's straight up from the comic book. His mullet is just so good with the curl coming down over the forehead. I love the silver S and the arm bracers, things like that. So this is very, very exciting because I really want to see what kind of accessories we're going to get. Are we going to get alternate heads, maybe one with a beard? I think that would be really cool too as well. I really don't know what kind of things we're going to get, but this also opens the door for things like the Death of Superman storylines. Are we going to get a Superboy or an Eradicator or a Cyborg Superman or a Steel? I don't know. I hope we get all of those. I would love that whole crew, but this piece is definitely something that I got to get from my collection, man. I always love the Black Suit Supes, and this is one I think we're all going to get in our collections. Next, we actually got a reveal of a 112 Collective Silver Centurion Iron Man. And damn, dude, this is one that I've been waiting for so long. I have those first 3 Iron Man figures that we got from Mezco, and they are among some of my favorite Iron Man figures ever. They are just so beautifully executed. The sculpt and the detail on those are gorgeous. The paint really shines with those, and I'm so stoked we're getting new suits, especially Silver Centurion. That looks great with the silver and the reds. Some of the pieces do seem to be used from those original Iron Man figures, which is okay, but it looks like we're getting a whole new upper torso, of course, and a new head sculpt, but I really do want to see the accessories that we're going to get here. Are we going to get maybe his giant rocket pack or something? I don't know. Again, I just really hope we get more Iron Man suits. I think that would be great. I'm surprised we haven't gotten more. They're pretty simple repaints for a lot of them with just a few new pieces. But man, I need a freaking War Machine, man. Where is the War Machine, Mezco? That would be a crazy figure with all kinds of crazy accessories and effect pieces. But still, I am so stoked to finally get Silver Centurion in the 112 Collective line. So for the first reveal of the second day, we get a new Roto Plush Fluffy from the Creepshow movie. Now again, I don't know too much about horror and I haven't seen Creepshows in years, but this character does look freaking rad. Again, Mezco kills it with sculpts and paint. I mean, look at the face of that. That looks crazy good. How deep the eyes are, those bright yellow eyes and those dark, deep cheeks. This looks crazy good. The teeth look amazing, those gnarly hands and fingers, and that white actual hair. This is just a really cool piece. Again, if you're into horror, if you absolutely love the Creepshow movies, which I know Creepshow has a lot of hardcore fans, I think this is a piece that you would love for yourself. Now for this reveal, we're getting a Lord of Tears Owlman figure from the 112 Collective line. Now this one kind of threw me off a bit, though I respect that we're getting more licensed figures, and when it comes to 112 Collective, I'll pretty much pick up anything, and I do love the look of this character. The suit looks really cool. I love the giant Owlman head and hands that we're getting there. I'm really curious to see as to what kind of accessories we're going to getting with this piece, but the thing is, how many of you actually know what Lord of Tears is? I believe it's a British horror movie, kind of like a B-movie film or independent type of film, which you can actually watch The Lord of Tears for free on YouTube if you want to give that a search and actually check it out. But again, this is just a very niche and unknown film that they're making this figure based on. So I'm really curious to see if this is one of those figures that even gets produced in the long run. You know, I know we were going to get a Robin Hood figure a long time ago based on an actual movie, but since that movie sucked, they didn't even bother releasing that figure. So again, I don't know if this is going to get released, but it's still really cool getting new characters. I do like the design of the character. I think he looks really rad. Again, just an odd choice, but at the same time, I love odd choices. So I don't know, maybe Mezco is just totally trolling us and be like, you know, you want to buy it. I know I'm going to buy it because I'm ridiculous that way, but still, very interesting piece, and well done, Mezco, well done. And quite possibly my favorite reveal, we're getting a King Conan figure for the 112 Collective line. Now, man, I absolutely love that very first Conan we got from Mezco. That thing was mind-blowing. Some of the best sculpt, best paint apps, and some of the coolest accessories that we've ever gotten in the line. And I already pre-ordered the second release and that basic Barbarian figure that we can get with the accessories packs and all that. But now we're getting a King Conan figure. That's cool. That's actually my personal favorite version of Conan. older, wiser, has seen some crap. Conan, you know what I mean? That is just so freaking awesome. I love the head sculpt with the gray hair, the crown. I love the whole cape with the fluff up around the neck. The sword and the bracelets all look great. I'm so excited to see what kind of accessories he comes with. If he comes with an actual throne, that would freak me out and crazy good. I'm so happy about this. This one just looks so amazing. Really happy that Mezco is doing this. And for the last reveal, we're getting a classic Dr. Octopus in the 112 Collective. Now this is really cool to me, as I've really been eyeing a lot of the classic Marvel Legends Doc Ock, but I think I'm gonna go with Mezco on this one. This just looks so classic-y good. I'm just so happy with this. The face looks great. I love the glasses. The soft goods look really nice, very simple. You know, it really does depend on your taste. I do like when Mezco-fies a lot of their suits, but I also appreciate when they just go straight up classic. So it just really depends on what you're looking for. But those arm tentacles, those look really awesome. I'm almost positive those are going to be on bendy wires, which is something I know a lot of us have wanted for a Doc Ock for a very long time. I'm pretty sure they're going to be super awesome, super long, and I'm kind of wondering if they're going to be able to hold a forearm pose with just the tentacles, so you can kind of make it look like Doc Ock is floating with just the tentacles touching the floor, you know what I mean? So I think that would be really cool. Again, I'm really excited to see the accessories he comes with. Will he come with like a head without the glasses? You know, we're getting a classic Spidey and a classic Green Goblin now. Hopefully more classic type of Spidey villains. Hopefully a whole Sinister Six. That would be really cool. I want an Electro in this. This would be awesome. But super happy that we're getting Doc Ock in this line, man. Again, I absolutely dig that classic look. So there it is, guys, my full recap for Mezco Con 2022. They showed us a lot of good things this year. Again, not a ton, but we did get some cool things to wait for in the future. And here's the thing, did we really need a lot of reveals right now? In my opinion, what we need is a lot of releases. We've been waiting 1 year, 2 year, up to 3, 4 years for a lot of figures that we've been seeing for a long time now, and we don't even have pre-orders open. So Mezco really needs to get on these releases, and what I mean by that is not dropping several all within a month span. Come on, Mezco, be kind to our wallets. We can't afford stuff like that, but sporadically start releasing things. I think it's smart that they didn't reveal a ton. I'm pretty sure they have a lot more on the docket, but the reveals that we did see are pretty cool. That King Conan, man, that's my personal favorite reveal of the year. I think that thing looks so awesome. I am super excited for that one and to see everything that it comes with. So please drop a comment below. Let me know what your favorites are. What were your favorite reveals? What are you hoping to see for the next Mezco Con? And hey, how much money do you have invested in this line? Because I know I have a ton of figures waiting for me and a ton of figures that I still have to pre-order. So feel free to be excellent to each other and stay nerdy, my friends. Peace.